Hey y'all, thank you for coming back to my channel, tuning back in. If you're a returning viewer, this is our first time meeting, welcome. I hope you love it here. My name is Carolyn. I'm gonna get straight into it. Today we're gonna be doing a makeup routine, kind of like an updated one. I just got this Morphe brow pencil and some new e.l.f. brow gel, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm starting with the Danessa Myricks primer. And so this is the blurring balm with no color, the universal one. I usually put this on first before I start doing my brows, so because most primers you need to let it sit for a little bit. So I do this, then I put the do the brows, and then by the time I get done doing my brows, I feel like it'll be time for, you know, to start putting on my skin tint and stuff. And my skin tint is also from Danessa Myricks. Now I love the Danessa Myricks skin tint, but like this is something that I have a hard time with when I'm applying it. Like sometimes it just gets like that and I have to rub it off. But as far as like wear, she really does her thing. Like my makeup have lasted me 24 hours before with this, and it wasn't like by choice. I was just outside all night. So the Morphe pen does have like a brow thing on there, but I'm just gonna use this regular spoolie that I had got from Ulta, like the simple or whatever, and I'm gonna just do the brow gel with this spoolie and then the other stuff with the other one. And usually I would dip my spoolie in here, but I'm trying to try new stuff, so I think I'm gonna just like put it on my eyebrow, like just brush it out first and then put it on there and brush it in some more. These are the brows with just the brow gel in them, and now I'm about to start trying to like do a little 1-2 with the fill-in, but I'm not trying to go too crazy because I've never really known how to do my brows for real, but we're gonna see. And I apologize for this mirror. I'm not in front of a vanity. I have a mirror, but I be needing to zoom. Y'all know I wear glasses. I actually kind of really like this pencil already. Nothing too crazy. Now I'm just gonna conceal the bottom part of it, but not the top part. And to do that, I'm gonna be using the Fenty concealer, and this is in 410. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint, and this brush is 123 from Real Techniques, and I got this from Marshalls. It's supposed to be like the everything blur brush or something like that, but this is my placement. I usually start with like a little zigzag on the cheeks. I do a little 1-2 down here, 1-2 right here, and a little 1-2 up here. And you don't have to use like the same like foundation or whatever. And I used to use the House Labs foundation, but I don't know, I've just been preferring the skin tint. It's just a little thinner, and I feel like the two Danessa products go well with each other. But that's really like the thing with her. She designed her stuff to be able to work well with each other. Not saying that they don't work well with other products, but you know, some matter and some don't. Like, y'all don't think that just gives a skin-like finish? Now I'm gonna do the Juvia's Place concealer. This is shade 14, and I haven't really been doing bright under eyes lately. If I want to do that, I usually do the Juvia's Place concealer, or I do Pat McGrath, but it's so pigmented and so much coverage that I feel like I'm not like super qualified to be using it. And I just use the Fenty concealer on places that, like, you know, I would do concealer but not necessarily a bright under eye. And this placement, like, honestly, I need to get more consistent with my placement because I feel like I be doing different stuff every time. And oh my goodness, I've been doing blush before concealer, but I keep forgetting every single time I start putting the concealer on first. Whatever. And I've seen some people like still put their concealer on and do their blush, but for me it gets hard. Like, I don't know for real, it gets kind of hard to like keep it separate. I don't know how they be doing it. even though like I'll put the blush right here, but just, you know, blending it out, I think that I'm gonna have to just do the blush after and kind of go light with it. Then here I usually go in with the Urban Decay. This is a hyaluronic acid and watermelon fruit extract one. It's all nighter, and this is like for a dewy finish. I just kind of go in like midway just to kind of like set the concealer a little bit, and then I'll also spray my beauty blender with this a little bit too to kind of help like set it in again. Ooh, I always feel like I'm being waterboarded doing that. Okay guys, we've ran into a wee bit of a problem. When I close my eyes, I got concealer in the lashes and I can't find my micellar water to get it off. So if y'all see that, just note it and move along. This is a Real Technique brush, and this is what I was saying about doing it. I just had to move on from trying to find that micellar water because I didn't want this to be like sitting in here too long. I just use a beauty blender to do concealer. I know some people do beauty blenders for like all liquids, like with their foundation or whatever, but I think that brush is a little bit easier for me when it comes to foundation, and the beauty blender is a little bit easier for me than a brush for concealer. When I start blending out the concealer, I start with the outer corners and then I kind of go inward. I don't typically like switch from eye to eye, but I'm gonna try it today. Just try new things. Like I said, a little bit of a different routine. We'll see. Just because it's been kind of like sitting for way way more longer than I usually do. Now that all my concealer is blended in, I'm gonna go in with this. I don't know if it's LYS or Liss, and this is the shade DPN1. Now I use this like as a contour. I don't know if this is a foundation stick or if it is a contour stick, but I use it as like in a contour type of way, and I just do a little bit on my nose, like right here, and then I'll go around the top right here, and then usually like right there. And then to blend that out, I use this dang, all the words that came off of it. This is a brush from ELF, and I just like it because this is very thick on this side and it's kind of like help do this, and this one on this side, it kind of like help buff it out. And it was only $8. I don't know if the price have went up since I bought it, but I got this from Ulta for $8. I think it's called like the bronzer contour duo brush or something like that. Now I currently don't have a bronzer. I guess I do. It's the Juvia's Place, but it's a little bit red for me, so I haven't been using it. I feel like I'm kind of doing just fine right now with just this, but you know, if something changes in the future, I'll definitely keep y'all updated with it. When I do my nose, I kind of like go down and then drag it up into the eyebrows, because I don't use, like I said, a bronzer or any eyeshadow. And then usually like with the ends, I would just try to buff this out just to make sure there's not like any harsh lines right here for my nose. Now this is my favorite part, like outside of concealer, is blush. But like I said, I kind of try to do the blush before the concealer, the liquid blush, and then I'll do powder blush. But you know, things got a little bit on a different journey today, so because I'm doing it after, I'm gonna just do it like super light, because you know, you can always build up but you can't go down. If I was doing this before, I would put a little bit more on there, but this will do for right now. Pretty much all the brushes that I use are from Real Techniques. This is 407. I got this for Christmas. I haven't used it yet. I don't know if y'all can see the bag in there, but I think the bag is so cute. And I try to kind of go like in upward motion. And if y'all can't tell, I'm on my knees right now. Mama has my chair that goes to this desk. But You have to do makeup for your face type. My face type is not really good with having the blush too far down, and I also feel like kind of gives it like a baby doll lifted look with the blush being a little bit higher. So I try to keep it like more lifted, you know, and less like close to my nose and down. Next, I'm gonna do my pressed powder, and I do the One Size Sweet Honey. And make sure you always dab it on your hand after going in, like into the whatever, however you do it, just to make sure that it'll come out evenly on the powder puff. And then see, because like mine obviously didn't do it good enough because it wasn't coming off evenly. But you just want to do powder everywhere you put concealer. So for me, that's gonna be under my eyes, middle right here, forehead, chin, and the outside. And for me, I don't really have a lot of oily skin, but like kind of right here where my smile lines are, it kind of does get oily. So I usually put like a little right there, just a little bit. I put my like powder into the lid, then press it into my hand. This is probably like the messiest part. Hopefully this side comes out a little bit more even. Okay, yeah, it's better. Now, some people use like pressed and loose powder. I only use loose. I mean, I probably could try again with the pressed, but when I did use it, I think it was just the wrong shade and it was kind of like ruining everything. Okay, how we looking, guys? Now, before I go in with a little bit more powder blush, I'm gonna take that first brush that I used and kind of just like go right here, just because I don't want it to be like, you know, harsh at all up there. Now that that's set, I'm gonna be using the House Labs Hibiscus Haze powder blush. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this, just a little bit crazy. So I really do like the blush blindness. See, like, you see how pigmented this is? I don't know if it's really showing up on camera, but like the difference is there. And I think this color is just so cute. Like, it just gives baby doll. It's so tea, and I love this color. My sister put me on. Everything my sister put me on is like a 10, to be honest. Part of my Ulta run last night was getting the NYX espresso liner and the fortune cookie lip gloss. I'm gonna try a new lip combo. If I don't like it, just take it off. I heard that like fortune cookies always sold out, and every time that I've tried to go get it, it was sold out. But I have so many NYX glosses that I don't even know if I already have fortune cookie or not. We're gonna see. I don't know. I tried to dry my lips off a little bit just because it's kind of harder to like stick when it has a gloss on it. Yeah, it's still kind of like glossy a little bit. I like what we're working with so far. Hey, hold on, this is really cute. I like this. Let me do a little bit more. Don't sleep on hair store lip glosses. This is the Ruby Kisses Hydrating Lip Oil one. I've been wearing this since I was like in middle school. This is so cute. I love this look. Okay, now I'm just gonna go and set it with this again. And I'm also gonna use Miss Charlotte Tilbury too, just because I'm doing my makeup for church right now, but I'm really going out tonight and I have to work in between it, so I really need this to last until probably like, I don't know, it's 10 o'clock right now, probably 10 o'clock, so 12 hours. I just let that dry in between before I do the Charlotte Tilbury, but I have a fan. Now that that's kind of dried down, I'm gonna just, like I said, go in with Miss Charlotte. Now, she's a little mattifying to me, so I'm not gonna do too many sprays, probably like 2 or 3. Let's see. And that's it. That's it. Okay, y'all, this is the final look. How do we feel about it? Is it tea? Is it not tea? Is it, what is it like? I don't know. I'm feeling it. The lighting in here is a little bit iffy, so I don't know about any other place, any other room, how to be looking, but I feel like it's very soft, you know, not doing too much, nothing crazy. I kind of want more blush, but I don't want to get too crazy with the blush blindness, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I kind of wish I went a little bit brighter on the under eye, but it's okay. I still like this look, and I really want to be able to do my makeup for my birthday, so I'm gonna keep trying. We're gonna be back probably with another makeup video, maybe before on my TikTok or something like that. So if you stay to the end of this video, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And if you haven't got caught up on the past videos, I will link them in the description box below. And I will see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my channel with a friend. Bye.